Welcome. You're listening to the Keeping Ashland Healthy podcast, a podcast production of the Mental Health and Recovery Board of Ashland County, Ohio. Thanks for joining us. And welcome to the Keeping Ashland Healthy podcast in the studio. Super excited. Two folks that, one you know, the other one you may not know, Sarah Watson and Sammy Young, both from Ashland University. Welcome to the studio here at the Mental Health and Recovery Board.
Thank you. We're happy to be here.
Yeah, this is exciting because both Sammy and Sarah, we're going to talk about the Suicide Prevention and Awareness Walk that's coming up on the 28th. That's something we've been doing for multiple years. Sarah's been helping us multiple years since she's been in her position on the wellness team. And Sammy is coming along beside her. And this happens all the time, Sarah. Students graduate. I lose them. They go away and they hardly ever stay. You're probably leaving for far-flung, I don't know, Cincinnati or something. I don't know where you're going.
Yeah, just a short little 3 hours away.
So this is why it's so important that we bring up the next generation on campus. And quite frankly, we do the same thing here in the community when we have counselors and social workers. We always have to have a bench, as they say, in sports. And guess who's on the bench? Sammy Young's on the bench. So we're going to talk about how Sammy got interested in taking on the wellness team. But I don't want to assume the audience knows that Ashland University has a wellness team and kind of what you do there, Sarah, and maybe we could talk a little bit about what Sammy does as well. But I think the audience would be interested in knowing more about why does Ashland even care? Why do they think they need a wellness team? And then what happens? So if you can talk a little bit about that and yourself too, Sarah, whatever you want to do.
Well, if you don't know me, my name is Sarah Watson, and I am a senior here at Ashland University. I have one more semester left, so I'm graduating sadly in the fall, but happy to go on some new adventures in life, be in the workforce. But
make money.
Yes,
yeah,
make some money.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Depends on who I work for.
Right.
We'll see. But definitely in the mental health world still.
All right. Well, you definitely won't make any money if you're working in mental health.
No,
so.
But that's okay. It's all about the passion and the commitment and the love for it. But yeah, so I came in as a freshman to Ashland, and I just didn't really see much awareness around suicide prevention or just the talk about mental health. And so I reached out to a bunch of people and just kind of made it my mission to be the mental health girl on campus. And then I found out that we had a wellness program, but I just didn't feel like it was being used to the capacity that it could be being used to.
A lot of folks maybe didn't even know about it on campus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the second semester of my freshman year, the wellness intern position was opening up. So I was a little bit scared because I'm a student athlete and it's a lot on campus and just being in a new environment. But I took the leap and I interviewed for the position and then got the position.
They actually made you.
Yeah, they actually did. Isn't that insane?
Wow, it's not like.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
They take it seriously. That's good.
Yeah, they took a leap of faith on little old Sarah Watson. But so I took the position, and the summer was just like thinking about, what do I want to do? Came in, and me and my boss, shout out to Janelle Monar, absolutely love her, great, amazing boss. She was also staff member of the year last year, so go Janelle.
Awesome.
But so we agreed that there was still more of a need on campus, so we started the wellness team at the end of the fall semester in my second year here.
Okay.
So that was in 2023.
Okay.
Going into 2024. So we really full launched what the wellness team was in late 2023 and early into 2024. And basically, it's a student organization here on campus at Ashland University that is just spreading awareness about our 7 dimensions of wellness and just helping students know that they have a voice and we want them to be well regarding if that's their environmental wellness, their mental wellness, their social, physical, X, Y, and Z. So yeah, we really dived in with that.
That's the trouble when you have 7 of them, right? You have to remember all 7.
Yeah, I can list them. I got it. Intellectual wellness. We've got a lot more. Occupational.
Yep.
I love that because it's comprehensive. I love that you guys looked at all the different dimensions the way you do. That's really good. So, and like you said, I think maybe off mic, you're very passionate about what you do. So it's really not work. I mean, I know it takes your time, but you are very passionate. I've known you for a few years now, and I can attest to your passion for what you're doing and the difference you're making on campus. So that's awesome.
Thanks, David.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Well, Sammy, tell us a little bit about you, because at some point you came onto the campus, you must have heard about this wellness team and this Sarah person, and what were your impressions? What did you think?
Well, it was very quick. Everything that happened, I joined the wellness team in the spring semester of my freshman year, so just last semester. I wasn't in it in the fall.
Okay.
I didn't really know what to do without volleyball in my life, so I was like, I want to join clubs. I want to get into this campus, get to know everybody. So one of my teammates was on the wellness team, and she was like, Sarah lives right next to me. I can ask her if she is open to like interviewing you. I was like, yeah, sure. Like, let's do it. Like, I know a lot about wellness. Like, I'm very passionate about it, but it wasn't until I was actually on the team and getting to know Sarah that I found such a passion for it. And when Sarah asked me to take over for her, I was so shocked because I was just this little freshman. I'm like, wait, me? I've only been on this team for like a month. I'm like, are you joking with me right now? Like, there's seriously no one else you want to ask? And so she just like filled my tank up so much. And then just as I got to know Sarah throughout that semester, I could just like, she's the best mentor, like the best leader that I could ever ask for.
Wow, that's awesome.
And just like, honestly, like a really great person, a really great friend. So it's been very exciting to get to know her and get to know about this program. And so, yeah, she's the pro. She's going to be doing most of the talking because I'm still learning. But, yeah, I'm so excited to take over. Obviously, it's a little scary. I think if I didn't have her this semester, then I would have had to think about it a lot more. But since that I get to learn off of her, since she created this, like, it's just amazing, and I feel a lot more comfortable doing so.
Well, Sammy, it is nice to have you on board, and I can tell you it was intentional that there be some time together. I mean, I know Sarah really thought through. She didn't just want somebody to kind of take over that didn't have a chance to walk beside her and learn from her. And so that's another thing. You are wise beyond your years, Sarah Watson.
Thanks, David.
Just that you didn't want this program excuse me, to not have this kind of smooth transition. You knew it was going to take some planning and some thought on how do we go about doing this. Not only picking the right person, but then how do we onboard them, as we say in the work community. How do we onboard them, get them oriented doing this so that when I hand this off, it's smooth as it can be. And I'm excited, Sammy, that you're coming on. Hopefully you don't enter some transfer portal or something crazy, but hopefully you're going to be at AU for a few years so we can get some continuity, just like we've had with Sarah. But we've got Sarah for a few more events before she graduates and makes zero money in counseling and social work. So, and I only say that, I only say that because, I am a counselor by profession. And most of the people, Sarah, they do enter it because it's personal and we're passionate. Now, do I wish that the field would up their pay scales? You bet I do, and I advocate for that.
Mental health is getting more talked about
It
every single day, so I think maybe it'll grow a little bit, and hopefully...
I agree with you, Sammy. I'm hoping. We've been advocating. COVID was a huge eye-opener. People said, oh my gosh, people that maybe never even thought about talking to a counselor before, after the pandemic or during, they were like, wow, I need help. Yeah. I thought I had enough coping skills or I had enough whatever to get through something like this, and I found out I didn't. So it really did raise good awareness. I hope you're right. I mean, we're certainly hoping that people value it, and we can't attract young people into the field unless it pays decently. And I think most young people that graduate with loans, I mean, that's a real thing, right? They're like, I want to pay that off, right? I don't want to walk around for the next 10 or 15 years with this huge debt hanging over my head. And, I'd like to start a family. I'd like to get a house, whatever. And so it's gotta be reasonable pay. So I hope you're right, Sam. I hope it starts to get better.
Yeah.
So this, one of the events that you're helping us promote and you're going to be at, you have been for the last couple of years, is our suicide prevention awareness walk, which is on September 28th, audience 2 to 4 over at Ashland University, the Convocation Center, Upper Convo. We start there and we end there with a meal, and we've got a lot of things that go on in between. It's kind of a rain or shine thing. If we really, really need to use a rain location, we have one over at the NIST Center, but we've been very fortunate. We've been doing this 9-10 years. We've always been able to walk, even in a few times where it was a light rain. So, but the whole idea of this walk is, the whole month of, as you know, the whole month of September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month in Ashland County. I went to the commissioners back in August for the, 5th or 6th time. They declared the whole month as Suicide Prevention and Awareness, but we cap it all off with this walk. And Sarah, you get some of the student athletes to participate, but everybody that shows up for this, they are walking. It's personal. Last year, I don't know if you recall, it was like a light drizzle. Yeah. And I was asking people, I was like, what are you doing here on a Sunday afternoon in the rain walking? Why did you not just stay at home? Because our turnout was great. And I just love the answers. People are just like, because I lost my brother, or I lost my sister, or I lost my son. And this is really matter. This is important for me. So I always tell my board and the community, this is by far our most personal, passionate event that we do. And you've been a big part of that.
Thanks, David.
Yeah. And Sarah keynoted a couple of years back, and she helped us with this year's keynote, which is going to be Nick Barber. Can you maybe tell the audience a little bit about Nick? Because I don't want to assume people know who Nick is.
Yeah, so Nick Barber, he's often called Barb or Barber at AU. He is a medically retired wrestler. He's now in his senior year, just like me, but Nick came to Ashland University and he just completely lost himself mentally, didn't really have an outlet. He was playing a sport. It was a lot with school, everything going on with the transition. And I don't want to tell his story because this is his story.
Sure.
But he eventually led to a point in his life where he felt like he couldn't continue to go on anymore. And so after that, he got some help and completely has changed his life and everything in a positive and happy manner. And I'm so proud of him. I consider Nick one of my close friends and everything, but just the way that he's handled such adversity and hardship in his life has just been beautiful to watch and be alongside him for that, and just his faith in it all. So yeah, but I'm extremely excited for Barb, or Nick, however you want to call him. This year, I know he's super excited, and he's one of the most caring and humble people that I know. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So, for the audience, Nick will be our keynote before we walk. So maybe I'll just go through the program real quick. Folks can register now. Through really September 28th. If you come in, even walk in, we might have you sign a release form. But other than that, it's obviously no cost to walk. If you go to ashlandmhrb.org, ashlandmhrb.org. You can register or just call us 419-281-3139. I'll put all this in the episode description. Try not to write this down when you're driving. I do stuff like that. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Please do not do that, guys.
Wait till you almost had some casualties on the way here.
Yes.
Yeah, Sammy really was keeping us alive in the car with me driving today.
Very good. I'm glad. So we will... folks can come. We've got some nice giveaways when they show up at 2. There's multiple vendors that are going to be set up, some of our partners, and there'll be information that I think makes sense for the event. We'll kick things off with Mr. Barber. Given the keynote, we'll walk. The walk isn't really that long. It's really not about the distance. It's really about reflection and conversations that people have along the way. About halfway through the walk, we stop. Right down on Claremont in Maine, where the county building's at, there's a Veterans Memorial there. And we've been doing this for several years with what's called Silent Watch. So Silent Watch is an organization and an effort, a movement, if you will, headed up by Tim Chandler here locally to bring attention to suicides in our military and our law enforcement. So they're going to be doing an event down there all day on the 28th, but they're going to allow us to go down. Everybody that's walking in our group will go down and we'll stand a watch with them for 10 minutes, and then we'll complete the rest of our walk. But I thought that was really kind of Tim to allow us to be part of their event because they have a bunch of folks that agree to stand a watch for 30 minutes again throughout the whole day just to draw attention to those vets and first responders. Because unfortunately, Sammy and Sarah, you probably know this, the rates of suicide amongst our first responders in our military are much higher than general population. So it's a focus area. We're trying to do better with those population groups. So folks will join that for 10 minutes. We'll finish the walk. We'll come back, and then we've got a little bit of programming going on. But at the same time we're doing the programming, there's a light meal. So again, that's also included. Folks can sit at a table, eat a light meal, and then we're going to have you come up, Sarah. And you might have forgot that, but no, you're coming up. You're going to talk a little bit about what you've been doing, because we realized when we were planning for this, and planning for these things takes months. So we've been doing this for a few months, but it just hit me when we were planning. I was like, this is the last time Sarah is going to be part of the planning committee and part of the walk because of your graduation. I just assume it took 6-7 years to get a 4-year degree, but apparently not. Apparently some people still graduate on time. So Sarah decided, to graduate early. So this was our last walk. So I was like, so I was trying to work you in because I had so many, this, and I don't want to make you upset or cry, but we had so many positive comments when you gave the keynote, so I was desperate to get you to talk again. So we found a way to do that. So Sarah will be talking again, just reflecting a little bit maybe on your time at AU. But if you think about it, we still got a little bit of time. I would love to maybe get the audience to hear what you have planned. You've got another chapter. I know you've thought about what's next. Don't tell the audience now. They'll have to come. But it'd be nice to hear what you're thinking next, because I know that head of yours thinking about things. So.
About like my future? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
Don't tell us now.
Not now? Nope. When do you want me to talk?
Well, at the walk.
Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. So you guys are going to have to wait just a little over a week, and then you'll hear all about my future and amazing, beautiful, wonderful plans.
That's right. Thank you. See, they have to come, Sarah, to the walk. I don't want you to... Otherwise, nobody's going to show up. Right. Exactly.
No spoilers.
But I know you're up to something. So folks will listen to Sarah. We're going to try to encourage everybody to talk at their table. We've got some little table tent things to help maybe get the conversation started. We're hoping after you hear from Sarah, people might start talking at their tables. But if not, we've got some prompts there that will help them, because what we've learned over the years of doing this is everybody that comes has this personal history. And sometimes this is like one of the only events that they feel comfortable talking about the loss of their loved one or their friend. So we don't want to miss the opportunity for them to open up if they want to talk about how they're doing. Because as we all know, grief, it takes different amounts of time for everybody. And there is no right way to grieve. It takes a different path. Either. Exactly. Come out to the event. Like I said, it's at no cost, September 28, 2 to 4, roughly. No charge, ashlandmhrb.org to sign up. Now, in addition to helping with events like this, Sarah, and raising awareness, all the different dimensions that you and Sammy do, what else is coming up on campus that is at all mental health related or wellness team related that you can tell the audience about?
So one of the big things that we have, which I believe you'll be there as well for, is our QPR training, which is, it sounds like CPR training, which it kind of is, but it's for suicide prevention and just being able to see the warning signs for somebody that may be in need and feels as though that they're struggling with their mental health and maybe attempting suicide here in the near future or something like that. But as well with that, we also have goat yoga. Sammy, do you want to talk about goat yoga?
Tell us more about goats.
Oh my gosh. So everyone loves when we bring animals on campus. In the spring, we also do de-stress with animals, which we usually have goats for too, but last year we didn't. But anyways, goat yoga, we will have in our rec lawn. What's the date again?
It's in like a week and a half.
But anyways, we're going to have 6 baby goats.
6 baby goats.
There's not a lot of
That's
yoga.
my password, actually, is 6 baby goats. But go ahead.
There's not a lot of yoga that goes on. You kind of just hold the goats, let
be
them like
honest.
go on your back. I don't know, but
Are there some goat wranglers there that make sure the goats? Okay.
So
Yeah.
our wellness team members are gonna be managing a goat if we can.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like,
So we'll
I
have
would
a
pay
person,
for that.
Yeah,
to
we'll
see
have
that.
a person managing each goat. Like there's still yoga that goes on, but it's more
Right.
about
Like the goat.
yeah, and connecting and getting your body moving and
Sounds
in
like a
ways like
disaster.
that. No, it's not. Students love it. We had, I believe, a little over 100 last year
Holy
show
mackerel.
out to this, and I think we're expecting even more this year. So yeah, it's one of our biggest.
Goat yoga.
Yeah. So that's
Coming up soon.
yeah, that's coming up.
Okay. What else we got going on? We got QPR, question, persuade, refer. That's our suicide prevention. Goat yoga.
Goat yoga, yep. And we also have World Mental Health Day coming
Okay.
up.
Yep. I think I might see you for that one.
Yeah, so World Mental Health Day is on October 1st, and we do a 4-hour event in the Student Center for this every single year. And it's a blessing that we get donations from 2 different organizations, and one of them is Hedstrom and then Benson. Benson, I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
Or Bendon.
Bendon, yes, sorry. Excuse my
That's okay.
pronunciation there.
She's from South Ohio.
Oh yeah, just go to old Cincinnati. But so yeah, we have that from 10 to 2 p.m. and it's not only available to students but as well as faculty and staff. And we have a bunch of different things that surround your mental health and just coping with that. So like for instance, we have a bunch of stress balls. There's coloring books there. You can make fidget keychains, but as well as with the free things that you can get for to help your mental health, we also have a bunch of different resources there.
Awesome.
So yeah, of course, Mental Health and Recovery Board will be there.
Yes, we will.
But as well as Appleseed and different organizations on campus and as well as off of campus. So yeah, it's one of our biggest events in this fall semester, and students absolutely love it. And we get a big. It's one of our biggest participation numbers.
Awesome. I am looking forward to it. Yeah, we had a blast last year. I think last year was our first year that we participated. And it was, you're right, we couldn't believe the volume of students that were able to take part in it. And something else you mentioned, I wanted to draw out. There is, in some communities, there's not the great participation or collaboration between the university and the town that they're located. There's different names for that. They call it town-gown relation. There's all these. But the long and short of it is there's not always a great partnership between the town and the institution, the college or university. And you're part of Dr. McKnight and others are part of, that is not the case in Ashland County. I have never felt that we could not partner on projects. You mentioned Appleseed and us. You've partnered with our local mental health substance use agencies forever in this community. And I can't tell you what a blessing that is that the university does that, because when there are those barriers or those the relationships are difficult to manage, all it does is hurt both the town and the university. When you have that ability to share resources, collaborate on projects, whether it's Safe Haven and some of the work that they're doing on campus or mental health, substance use. So that's a great, and that's a plug not only for you and Sammy, Dr. McKnight, but the president, everybody there. There's been a history of that over the years in Ashland County. We appreciate the university and the partnership because I think you guys probably know this year the largest employer in our town. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, you guys employ a lot of people. So it's good to have a good working relationship.
go Eags.
That's right.
Right.
Is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go Eags. EAGS.
Yes.
That doesn't sound right. Somebody on campus, they had some kind of weird contest where they had to count up all the Eagles that were on the campus.
Yeah,
They all have names.
that was
I
also
didn't know they had
us
names.
too.
Yeah. Oh, was that
Women's
you?
soccer team did a scavenger hunt for it once and seeing how many eagles we can
There's a
count.
lot of them.
There's like
There's a ton.
I had no idea how many there was.
I don't know what maybe 126. Don't.
Yeah, somebody's going to call in.
Yeah, that might be wrong. But
It was over 100, though. I
yeah,
think
I
you're
know
right.
it's over 100.
Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe that.
But again, go Eags.
All right, go East. And again, you're both student athletes, and Sarah, you're going to be on the soccer team. Have you already started matches?
Yeah, so today is actually our first game for conference play, and it's actually our Morgan's Message game today. So Morgan's Message is this organization that was started after female athlete had died by suicide, and it became this bigger thing. And now it's across campuses around the nation. And so we're super excited to be able to do that. And my team is actually, we created our own shirts to be able to wear to the game today. And
That's awesome.
Mental Health and Recovery Board for Ashland County's on the back.
Thank you.
Always supporting. But yeah, so we're extremely excited for that today. It's a little, you won't see it. It's now, it's September 18th today. But yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Folks can look it up. And keep going. Is that your slogan? Did you create that?
Yeah. So I like it. It's always been my thing ever since if you didn't know, my dad died by suicide, and my saying has always been keep going. And I was actually home this summer and found something from 2014, the year my father had passed away, of my handwriting saying keep going. But it's become this saying that people have taken over on campus and just taken in as their own. And I started a small mental health clothing business with it, and it's gone great. But I'm always telling people to keep going, say another day that they're not alone. And
That's right. I love that, Sarah. Keep going. It's optimistic. It's future focused. You can get through this. There are people there to support you. I just love it. So, I remember when I first started seeing that come out from you, I just wanted to say, I haven't had a chance to tell you. I just think that's awesome.
Thank you.
She's very creative. Now, Sammy, you are on the volleyball team?
Yeah.
All right. So is volleyball also now, or are you guys?
Yes, we're in season. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How's that going? Should we expect wonderful things? Spiking and all kinds of things?
So we just came back from Florida, like I said, and that was off mic, but
that's okay.
Yeah, we were chatting about that, but we have our first conference play too this Friday at home, so that'll be fun. But yeah, we got some good returners, and we have some good freshmen coming in.
Did anybody come in through the portal?
One.
Okay, so that does happen. Yeah, I know with basketball, some of the other sports, like it's a big deal, but yeah.
We had 3.
You had 3 in soccer. Okay. Well, in addition to watching Sarah and Sammy play sports, I mean, obviously they're doing wonderful things on the campus with the wellness team. And they're also, we didn't talk about it, but you also have majors, right? You're actually getting degrees. Yeah. Sarah, can you say what your degree is going to be in?
Yeah. Well, we actually both have the same degree.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
What do you guys both
Do you
major
have a
in?
minor?
Yeah, I have 2 minors.
Okay, I have a minor, so those may be different.
Yeah, so both of our majors is in psychology.
Okay.
Live, Laugh, Love, psychology. But my minors are in addictions counseling as well as entrepreneurship.
Awesome.
Mine is in child and family relationships.
That is wonderful.
Yep.
I'm very impressed with this next generation. I have to tell you, my generation. I'm an Xer. That means I'm really old, Sarah.
No, you're not, David.
But,
just the bedtime.
Just the bedtime.
Yeah, but you younger folks are really impressing me. You have a lot of energy. I wish I had that much energy.
We try.
I'm getting sleepy right now. I can barely make it through this podcast. So.
Lots of coffee.
Right.
She's a coffee drinker, not me.
Very good. Interesting. Now I agree with you on that,
I'm a
Sammy.
Mountain Dew drinker.
No. What else, before we wrap up, what else do folks need to know about the wellness team? What's going on at AU? Sarah, Sammy, what's going on? Anything else?
No, just follow us on au.wellness team on Instagram and TikTok.
Wondered, how do they do that?
Yeah. And
what's it called again? What'd you say? Follow it?
Yeah, follow it. It's AU.
My audience is 50 and up, so go slower.
Wellness team.
Wellnessteam.com? No.
No. But we also, that's our social media, but our page on the internet is wellness at ashland.edu.
Okay. Wellness at it. Okay.
Yeah. And you can also find what other things we're doing within our rec center and wellness, as well as at www.ashland.edu/recreation-wellness.
All right. I'll put all this in the episode description for sure. So if folks want to learn much more about everything we've talked about with the wellness team, that's the place to go. And if you haven't already, you should sign up for the Suicide Prevention and Awareness Walk, September 28th, 2 to 4. Come out. I'm hoping Sarah and Sammy will both be there.
We will. Of course.
She can sign your shirt. She can do all kinds of things.
Maybe one day, not there yet, guys. It's a dream.
Well, thank you both for your time. this afternoon, and I hope to see you, audience, and Sarah and Sammy at the walk soon. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Keeping Ashland Healthy podcast. The podcast is a production of the Mental Health and Recovery Board of Ashland County, Ohio. You can reach the board by calling 419-281-3139. Please remember that the board funds a local 24/7 crisis line through Appleseed Community Mental Health Center. It can be reached by calling 419-289-6111. That's 419-289-6111. Until next time, please join us in Keeping Ashland Healthy.